it's wonderful to see everybody out here. And thank you all for coming, and thank you, Cassandra, for putting all this together. This is really quite an amazement. This is probably one of the biggest Star Wars events, and you should be very proud of yourselves too. One of the biggest Star Wars Return of the Jedi events in the whole country. And thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for your kind words, but all I did was think about we should do this one day while I was folding laundry, but it's the people here, all the people here who helped make this happen. You know, Crescent City and Del Norte go above and beyond to make this whole thing happen for this portion, and I can't thank them enough, you know, that they bought into it, believe it, and realize what they have here, you know, is just a beautiful thing. And yeah, so we love it. And so you've been here before, Kevin.
Yes.
You were here last year.
Yes.
And well, you were here 40 years ago, I
40
should
years
say.
ago.
Yes, you were. But Matt, this is your first time with us on this venture.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So you've been in Eureka now, and now you're in Crescent City. You got to drive through the trees. You know, yeah. What's your take on things so far?
I love it. Yeah, I can come back here anytime. I mean, it's fantastic, and you guys are fantastic. What an exciting event, and great day too. How about this weather?
Right?
Loving it.
Yeah, and I, if I recall, before you got on the plane to come here, you said, I should write a script, like another Ewok movie or something.
Working on it right now. Theoretical.
This is all research. This is
all research. Yeah, a lot of Ewok research.
Yeah.
And the trees.
And the trees, yes. We took them to the speeder chase scene yesterday, and that was amazing to check
Cheatham Grove.
Yeah, that was amazing to check out.
That was wicked.
And you had a show that just dropped about a month ago.
Yeah.
Mall.
Yeah. We just dropped Mall Shadow Lord, now on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
episodes.
And I had said last night that it got 100%. You said you dropped to 98% already.
Yeah, we're fluctuating around 98, I think. Thank you. Yeah.
We don't need those 2%ers. So what the heck?
I'll take it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Haters.
a pretty amazing percentage to get. And why don't you tell them what other shows that you've written?
Thank you. Yeah, well, I started writing with George Lucas back in about 2008 on Star Wars: The Clone Wars. And then we did a number of seasons of that, and I did some video games for them in the meantime. And then I went over and started doing Star Wars Rebels, and then The Bad Batch, Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Underworld, a lot of the animated series. Worked on some Visions for a little bit as well, and now we're doing the Maul Shadowlord series. So a lot of fun, long time, a lot of fun, very, very entertaining. And as Kevin said, generational, really part of the Force, and bringing all sorts of audiences in, young, old, newer audiences, and keeping Star Wars alive and going and awesome for a long time.
Yeah, and you know, the other night you were sharing stories with us about when you first found out you were going to work with George Lucas. Yeah, and how was that?
Oh, it was insane. Surreal. It was kind of like my manager called me up and he's like, "Yeah, you got hired. They liked you. You made it through the door, and they want you to come up to Skywalker Ranch and work with George Lucas." And I think I passed out after that for a couple hours. And when I woke up, my manager was still on the phone. And he's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "All right, that sounds great. Let's do it." Yeah, it's crazy.
That's amazing.
Surreal.
Yeah,
There was no negotiation. It was just yes.
That was it, yeah. Very simply, he's like, "Well, you know, there's a couple things we got to figure out." I'm like, "Whatever, just do it." But yeah, it's proof that, like, the Force is real. You know?
Yeah, I mean the longevity is incredible, you know, and so you went on to do other movies after Return of the Jedi.
Yes, I also did Return of the Jedi. It was Chuck Norris Ewok, which was called Chukatruck in the Ewok Adventure.
Oh yeah.
And then something happens to my character. I won't tell you now. It won't be a spoiler. But then I come back, and in Ewoks Battle for Endor, I'm doing all the stunts again, playing multiple Ewoks and making Warwick look cute and cuddly, and I'm the tough one.
Which, by the way, I think
catch.
Those are on Disney Plus right now.
Yes, they are on
as
Disney
well. Yeah,
Plus,
they're on the
yes.
streaming service. Check them out. I checked them out. They're great.
Yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah, you said that you had done, I think, over 20 Ewoks, or about 20 Ewoks, and that you also did the stunts. So what set you apart that you were that person to go to?
It's me.
It's Michnovetz.
I was one of the. I'm an athletic guy. I was 22 at the time. I was a high school and college gymnast. I was a wrestler. I was a street mime. I was also studying theater. I'd been in the industry for a couple of years. So I was actually exactly what George was looking for at the time. Somebody who could get up in a tree, look like he belongs in a tree, and then battle stormtroopers and knock the snot out of them. And so I killed many stormtroopers. In the beginning of the battle, I'm the guy that jumps on the stormtroopers when they've captured C-3PO and R2. Then I blow the horn to start the battle. Then I shoot the arrows. Then I shoot the arrows the other way. Then I come flying in on the ropes to knock out the stormtroopers on the log, and that's just the first 20 seconds.
You take out ATSTs, don't you?
Oh, I take out all three ATSTs. I'm the first guy that chops the rope on the ATs that gets smashed by the two logs. I actually wave to myself and then pull the rope and to let the logs go to trip the other ATSD, and then I swing in with Chewie to take out and hijack the other ATSD. So, and then I'm at the catapult shooting at the ATSDs that just doesn't work. They just get mad at. And I'm also trying to trip the ATSD, which we get dragged off. And Tracy, my wife, wrote the book called My Journey to Endor. In that chapter, she really captures what was happening at that time, because we were actually being drugged by the whole crew, all 100 people of them, through the forest on the ground, but then saying, get up, get up, get up, because it's 4 seconds. When you think of an ATSD walker, the chicken walkers, every 4 seconds is a step. So if we've caught 1 foot and trying to trip it, now we've been drugged for 4 seconds. Now we have to try and get up. The production is saying, get up, get up, get up. And we're like going, and so we get up and they're like, okay, ready, go. And we're like, huh? And it's like, they pull us again for drag us for 4 seconds. And they're like, get up, get up, get up. And we're like, and it's like, no, go. Stand up, good. Look like you're trying to do it. And it's, all right, go. And they pull us again for 4 seconds. And they're like, that's great, let's do it again.
It's iconic. I mean, it's an iconic scene. I remember the moment in the theater, it just killed. People were going nuts.
Yeah, it sounds exhausting.
Yeah, it was.
I'm also tired now.
Yeah, I'm tired just hearing him tell the story. So what is your favorite part, like, of getting to write when you do these shows? Yeah, what's your favorite part? Like, I know you're the showrunner right now of Mall, and that you got to really finesse all of that. So what's your favorite part about the process?
It's fun. I mean, it's a great question. There's so many, and it depends on the day. It depends on the moment. It depends on the scene. Depends on my mood. But depends on my creative energy. But I mean, we love. We start with like group of creative people in a room, highly caffeinated and hydrated, and we just start breaking story from scratch. I mean, we'll have an idea of where we want to go, kind of rough. And then as we get further into it, it's intimidating, it's daunting, so it's a little terrifying at first. But then as you get into it, you start to get down into the weeds, into the meat of it, and figure it out a little more. And that's exciting, because that's a bit of a rush, because the ideas are coming. When you're on a roll, it's like a roller coaster. You go up the hill, and then you go down, and you're in the corkscrew area, and it's just fast and furious at that moment. And so that's a lot of fun. And then after that, you end up with an outline, you go home, and you work alone in your office in front of your laptop for a while, and there can be some fun and excitement there as well, because you find things in the moment. And then, all these phases you go through, and eventually you turn in the thing, you're terrified, you're worried someone's gonna hate it, you get the notes back, you turn it around, you do the same thing, repeat, and then they start to make the thing. And there's a quantum leap between what you do on the page and what you see on the screen, and these guys are magicians. I mean, they're wizards, and you watch them make it. And whether it's animated or live action, however much special effects, CGI, practical special effects, CGI, whatever it is, lighting, makeup, costume, all of that, the acting, every element of it, you see it come together, and then you see the final product, and that is what's most special. And probably the best part of all of it is when you finally watch it with the fans, and you get to experience it with other people and see, the joy and the whimsy in their eyes, and how much they are enjoying everything that you have painstakingly worked so hard to create.
Yeah, that must be amazing, and it must be surreal that you come up with an idea and then they went and made it.
Yeah, especially some crazy stuff, because we come out, I'll come up with some stuff in the shower, and it's a little out there, and I watch these guys, make it, and I'm like, well, all right,
Yeah.
centipedes with guns, all right.
All right, yeah, that sounds really exciting.
Well, let's say you have to go back and become 8 years old.
Yes,
again.
that's right.
It keeps
And
you
then
young.
With my action figures.
But then play adult and actually write it.
Yep.
And then go back to 8 years old going, yeah.
Have a twist and a climax and give some depth to your centipede with guns.
That sounds amazing. And Kevin, what is your favorite part in the whole process? As an actor, I mean, maybe you just described it being dragged for 4 seconds, but I have
That was
a feeling
not a favorite part.
So, what's your favorite part in the process?
The favorite part, I guess, is there's two things. I mean, one, I was a big fan of the Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, and when I got the job, they actually told me I was working on a show called Blue Harvest.
Yeah.
And Blue Harvest was a phony title for Revenge of the Jedi, which was called back then, and they called it right underneath it. They said horror beyond imagination, because they never imagined it, because they didn't write it. It was just fake, made up. So that's why I was flying to London to go work on this movie, and I got to the stage, and they open it up, and it's the Ewok village. And I was like, wow. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's George Lucas. Wait a minute, that's Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford. Wait a minute, I know what movie I'm on. I know what movie I'm on. I had no idea that this was what was happening, and so it was really right there. It's like, I'm in Star Wars.
That must have been.
That was really that was something else.
Yeah, that would be incredible. Did you two pass out?
I
can't?
Close to, yeah. No, I'm a stunt guy. I can't do.
Oh yeah, you can't pass out. You can't pass out. All right, I have just one more question each for you guys. You've done a lot. You've written 24 with Keep It There Southern,
Yeah.
which we just realized a couple days ago that we were at the same birthday party 26 years ago. That's bizarre.
At Ledoux?
At Ledoux. Yeah, I
Hollywood.
saw that. I saw you there. And so you've done a lot. You've done that. You've done the animation. You worked with Lucasfilm. What would you like to do? What's left that
Oh,
you?
wow.
Yeah, I know, right? The hard question.
Oh, more live action. Let's get some live action in there. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like here.
Star Wars
Right
10.
here?
Wherever, yeah. That'd be great.
I think you'd be perfect, right? Star Wars 10.
Oh, great. Sounds good. Thanks.
And Kevin, what would you like to do? I mean, you've done a lot. You've done over 40 years of working in the industry. What's something that you'd still like to do?
I still would like to do some, play a human, which is always fun. It would be nice to play human and with a depth. I'd like to play a dad, because I haven't been able to play that yet, and my family is all doctors, and so I want to just play one on TV.
Okay, so it sounds like we have the next movie that'll take place here on the Redwood Coast.
Writes itself.
You're gonna write it, and you're gonna be
Jedi
Mari.
Doctor.
Yeah, there we go. Amazing. All right, well, thank you both so much for making
Thank
the
you.
trek here and being here. I'm sure that you might want to, say hi to some of these lovely people before we head out. And thank you all for attending and being part of our Star Wars world.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And of course, be with you.